There's a woman in Austria called Jane Burgermeister. She filed a complaint, several lawsuits with the FBI against the World Health Organization, the UN, and other companies, mainly specific pharmaceutical companies. And the article about it is linked next to the video. I think it's interesting to read. What she says is that there is a conspiracy to create a pretext to apply mass vaccination of the population in order to reduce the population, because the vaccination will cause death, and there's actually active work done to create a deadly vaccine. Now, normally I don't run these type of stories, but you never know. It's a legal case and it's evidence based, so it's easy to find out if the things that she says ultimately are true or not, because she has to back it up. I'm asking for the documents, the legal files, and of course some allegations are very far out. They're like Alex Jones on steroids, talking about the Illuminati and the Bilderberg Group. But whatever name you give them, of course we all know that there are people in the banking system, in the banking industry, that have much more power than you might imagine, and there are people in the Pentagon that have, and in the pharmaceutical industries, that have such strong lobbies that they basically call the shots, and you never know what kind of shots they are calling. Whether they, as Jane Burgermeister accuses or alleges, are already in the business of creating viruses in order to sell more medicine. We know that it is happening. We have recently had a news item where it was proven that a whole magazine, a whole scientific publication, was fake and made by, I don't know, not know which company, I believe I forgot the name, but it was clearly that there was a magazine in which there was fake scientific publications to be read by medical professionals in order to convince them to use certain medicine. We know there's lots of just profit-oriented abuse going on in the pharmaceutical industry. We know that the Federal Reserve is blowing up the US dollar, and has been involved in, as we can read in the books of the memoirs of the financial hitman, has been involved in massive manipulation of countries financially, always to the detriment and the total disregard of the population. So it's not a strange concept, I think, to entertain that people with the actual power, people with real ability to change things and to make big decisions, have a plan to unburden the earth of a number of their inhabitants, and that would of course be very alarming, even though it's far-fetched, you know, and I wouldn't want to live in that world, but you know, you never know if you actually do.